Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome to yet another video. I hope you guys are feeling good. I am glad to be back with another video, and in today's video I will be doing my predicted starting 11 for tomorrow's game. Now we have new sponsors. This is in terms of the news. So 3 will be replaced, and it's interesting to see that then we have new sponsors, and it'll be interesting to see a new logo on our shirt. So I'm excited to see that in tomorrow's game. Then, in terms of what happened over the weekend, there was some action, there was some drama, and it was juicy as hell. I am here for it. I was watching it as it went by, but you know what? Our turn is tomorrow. We face Fulham. Now, Fulham, you know, I've mentioned these are the type of teams that give us tough times. Now, will tomorrow be a tough time for us? We're coming from a high, we're coming from a win, a confident weekday. Wednesday, we scored against Brighton, but it's safe to say we took their confidence, and they went and lost to one Aston Villa, not with 1, not with 2, not with 3, not with 4, but 5 goals, guys. Yo, it's insane. I mean, I am excited for tomorrow. It's very interesting. Now, in terms of our injured players, there are some new names that have been added to it. Suspended players, there are some new names that have been added to it. So it's a dilemma for Chelsea. In terms of what we're going to do tomorrow and who Pochettino will go with, I'll be very interested to see who he starts with. And I had a tough time getting my starting 11 because I was just scratching my head with all the injuries and the new players, and the players, of course, who have sagas and suspensions. It's just crazy. Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you like the video, share it with your family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. And let's jump right into it. So before I jump into what happened over the weekend, now let me give you some Chelsea news. Now, in terms of our sponsors, we have new sponsors. Now, the new sponsors will be Infinite Athletes, and they will be the sponsors of our 2023-2024 campaign, and it will be interesting to see how this deal goes. Of course, 3 was our former partners for the few years that including for a few years. 3 has been associated with Chelsea for a few years. I mean, the most memorable moments was during the sanctions when 3 stuck with us, and it's been real. It's been real, and I'm gonna be missing it. I was trying to look for my poster, but I can't find it. So hey, it is what it is. So we have new sponsors. It will be interesting to see how this partnership gels. And in terms of the injured players, now Pochettino mentioned in his press conference on Friday that get ready for it, guys. I mean, Ben Chilwell is going to be out. Now, he's going to be out with a hamstring injury, and it's yet to be screened, but the doctor said to Pochettino, and I quote, he said it's a bad injury. And guys, with Rhys James and Ben Chilwell now added to the list of the players who are injured. Now, on top of it all, in terms of tomorrow's game, we will not be able to start Nico Jackson because Nico has been suspended because he has received 5 consecutive yellow cards, so he automatically sits down for this game. And we have to spice it up. We have to bring up new players. Who will be our number 10, and what formation will we start? Will we still have a 4-3-3? What will we do? I mean, it was interesting to see Cucurella play at a different role, and what will happen this time around. I am so eager to see, and as I said, this is a tough one for me, but I am excited. So that is in terms of the injuries and Chelsea news, what is going on in Chelsea at the moment. So in terms of my starting 11, I'll go through it very quickly, and I decided to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, this is just in terms of the players who are out. I mean, in terms of the players who are out, I've said this before, there are so many now. We have players who can form a whole starting 11, and we have players on the bench, because with the players who are out for this game, it's just sad, honestly. So in terms of suspensions, we also have Gusto, who's out with a red card, so we cannot start him. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So this is my starting 11, and I want to know who you think will start tomorrow. So this is who I think will start. Now, in terms of the goal, I feel like Sanchez should remain. Now, in terms of the back 4, I will be going with Levi Colwill. Now, I'll be going with Thiago Silva and Disasi, and then I'll be going with Cucurella. Now, that is in terms of my back 4. Now, in terms of my midfield, I'll be having Caicedo and Enzo. And then in terms of my forwards, I'll be having Modric on the left side. Then I'll be having Matson on the right side. Then at the pivot, I'll be having Cole Palmer. Now, it will be interesting to see Cole Palmer start. This was the only player I was very sure of. Of course, and Thiago Silva, and Disasi, and Sanchez. But in terms of Cole Palmer, I want to see what he brings in terms of this game. This will be his second game starting in Chelsea, but in the Premier League, this should be his debut. And I would like to see what he brings, what he's able to do tomorrow. In terms of the game on Wednesday, where we faced Brighton, I felt like he did well. It was his debut and he gave us an assist. He was very composed and he was creating chances for the striker, for Nico. So it will be interesting to see. I'll be having Sterling up front. So it will be interesting to see if he's able to do the same thing. Of course, yes, it cannot be a copy for copy, but it will be interesting to see if he's able to create the chances. Modric too. It will be interesting to see if chances are created. But most of all, I hope we're able to finish off well in the final third. This is our issue. Our issue is scoring. It's not that we lack talent. It's not that we lack the players. We have paid so much money for all these players, but it's just the goals that are killing us. If you're able to create chances and score goals, then tomorrow should be easy peasy. Now, I say easy peasy, but I don't think it's going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Now, in terms of Fulham, I will classify Fulham also same as Brighton, and the same energy we brought against Brighton, we should bring it against Fulham tomorrow. It is always teams that come from relegation or the teams that we underestimate that always bite us on our asses. So we cannot afford to lose guard this game, and we have to make sure that we win it, because we just have to win it. I mean, we're currently 15th, and it was a stunning weekend for the teams that played. Now, of course, the most stunning match for me, I even watched it, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It was Aston Villa versus Brighton, and of course, Brighton coming from a loss midweek. It was an interesting game. Aston Villa at home at Villa Park just made sure that they did not score, as I said, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 goals. 6 goals. 6. It was a 6-1 win against Brighton. It was a very good day for Aston Villa, and everyone was happy at Aston Villa. When was the last time Chelsea scored 6 goals? I miss it, and I wish we can get back to that. As you said, it is a process, but yeah, it's taking time. We're taking our time. So as the weekend went by, these are the other teams, and this is how they played. Arsenal beat Bournemouth with a 4-0 win. Luton Town did surprisingly well, beating Everton with a 1-0 win. Man United, of course. Glory, glory, Man United. We gave you Mount. we gave you Mount, and this is what you get. This is what you get. Anyway, Man United was scored by Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace gave Man United a weekend, a very long weekend. It's going to be a long weekend for the Man United fans. So, a 1-0 win against Crystal Palace, a 1-0 win against Man United. And then we had Newcastle having a 2-0 win against Burnley. Then we had West Ham, a 2-0 win against Sheffield. And then we had Wolves. Wolves did surprisingly well, considering where they are at the Premier League table, and Man City. Coming from all these wins, it was interesting to see Wolves actually take this game home, and they won, not with 1 but 2 goals, and they are the first team to give Man City a loss this season. So Wolves, I give you guys, okay, you tried. And then finally we had Spurs. This is a very controversial game, and there was a statement that had to be released after this game, because there was a goal that was disallowed by Diaz, and it was actually a goal. And if the goal stood, it would have been a 2-2 draw. And I understand the outrage, because this has happened to Chelsea so many times. But hey, you cannot be crying over spilled milk or spilled water. It's gone. It's only a matter of ifs and headlines, but the game is gone. The Premier League released a statement that the VAR was under pressure, because they made the decision that this was not going to be a goal. And Liverpool fans were not having it, and I was having the day of my life. I was a happy girl. And Liverpool, of course, this did not affect them so much, but for Wolves, it had them go up. They're currently, I think if I'm not wrong, 12th or 13th. We as Chelsea currently are 14th, no 15th. We are currently 15th. So guys, we're just looking at a relegation. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Yes, the teams that I'm laughing at, they're all the way up because Man City, this was their first loss. Man United, they're still up there, so we have to up our game tomorrow. Fulham, we cannot underestimate Fulham. And I want to hear your score predictions. My score prediction for tomorrow's game, I don't expect that we'll do superbly well, but can we get an Aston Villa win? Possibly, because yeah, it's been a minute, but hey, if we can pull our Wolves and defeat the Man City, why not? But Fulham is not on Man City. At the same time, we just want to win. We want to win and add 3 points to our team, to our squad, and let's move forward. So in terms of Women's Super League, it's starting today with the Chelsea women's team facing Tottenham. They have had a steady run of wins every time they have met for I think the last 10 games. So it will be interesting to see how they do. And I'm gonna be looking out for the women's league, and I want to see how the girls do. So that is in terms of my preview. In terms of my score prediction, yes, I predict a 1-0 win or a 1-1 draw. I don't want us to take a loss tomorrow. We cannot take a loss. Even a draw is subpar. It's nah, a win or nothing. But if we draw, I'll take it. Hey, yo guys, we have fallen off. We have fallen off, but we'll come back. We have fallen off the horse. We've fallen off the glory, but we're working on it. Just put a pause. Put a pause on it. Put a pause on it. Put a pause on it, and then we'll get back to it. So anyway guys, that was my video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you like the video, share it to the family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. I am so happy to have you guys here with me. Please share the video. Let's reach out to new audiences and let us all gather around here together. It's gonna be a long ride. So once again, if you're new, please subscribe. And I want to hear your score predictions for tomorrow's game. Tell me in the comment section down below. Hey, I really want to hear it. So once again, if you're new, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll be seeing you in my next video of the Chelsea.